Discover solutions to issues that affect your family and professional life with practical information to help you get past life's adversities. Take a proactive approach to power up your life with Rosalie's expert resources.
Summertime for kids can help them catch up academically, and for adults, enjoy some time off with the family. New digital apps have become such an important part of our daily lives. The newest ones offer you fun, save you money, help you repair devices, and even keep your kids smarter than ever. Okay, so get ready to download. Joining us this morning is Emmy Award winner and tech and digital lifestyle commentator Mario Armstrong with his favorite summer apps. Good morning, Mario.
Good morning, Rosalie. You said it best. Get ready to download. I have an awesome array of apps for you.
So Mario, what's new and fun so we can chat the summer away?
Yes, because chat and text messaging has been around. We all have to do it, and some of us enjoy doing it, but this actually makes it way more fun. So Intel has created an app that is called Pocket Avatars. So that's the name of it, Pocket Avatars. Basically what happens is the app uses your camera and the microphone right from your device to capture your facial expressions, your head movements, and your voice, and then put all of that onto a funny looking avatar. It's hilarious. Like, you can choose all types of different avatars, like a lion or a monkey or an orange or the president. And a lot of these avatars are free. Some cost 99 cents. But the whole idea is that you are making your message using your face, but it's capturing all of your movements and your voice and putting it on this fun object that's then you send to other people to hear your message.
Tell us about this new cool way for kids to keep up with their math over the summer.
Yes, and you normally don't think cool and math can go together, but I have it covered. There's an app that's called 10 Marks Math for Students Kindle app. It's also available on the web through the browser and on the iPad. It's a great way to minimize that summer learning loss, which is real, and it helps kids really retain and learn about math through personalized instructions, step-by-step lessons, video lessons are on here, and we're talking 20 to 30 minutes for 2 to 3 days a week, and they're going to be math wizards when they go back to school. So this is normally $39.
Wow, I could have used that during graduate school.
Yeah, it's normally $39, but it's free.
How about managing passwords? I've had to change mine a number of times.
Yeah, you got to have an app for that, and it's called Dashlane. This is my favorite app. It's also been voted the best security product of 2013 by PC Magazine. This will encrypt and store data right on your device, not in the cloud. So your passwords, your credit card information. If you do online shopping, or if you need to have username and passwords for different types of accounts, this is a perfect app to keep you sane and also keep you safe.
Listen, Mario, we've all dropped our phone or iPad and look down and see a screen all broken and say, oh my God, I have to start all over again.
Right, that's the first thing you think, and that's expensive to start all over again. So I got an app that's going to help save you some money. It's also a service. It's called iCracked. So iCracked basically has professionals that will come directly to you, whether that's at your home or at your studio or at your favorite coffee shop. They will come and repair your device on the spot in usually less than an hour. Cost around 99 to 110 bucks, but nowhere near what it would cost to get a brand new one. There's no reason for you to have cracked screens on any of your devices because this service is available nationwide.
So what other new apps do you suggest to use to save us money?
Oh man, I like the ones that are going to help me save some money. So on big purchases and everyday purchases. So the first one is called Boxed. Now Boxed is an app that's actually changing the wholesale club shopping experience. No membership fees, but you get access to bulk size goods at discounted prices. But you don't have to drive to the store, you don't have to be in the line, and you don't have to pay those membership fees. Another one would be Redfin. Now this is for the big purchase. If you're buying a home or looking for a home, this is the best, most stress-free way to search for your home. It's called Redfin. It's not only an app, it's also a national real estate brokerage. They have their own agents, and what's great about it is their agents don't get paid on commission. They get paid on customer satisfaction.
All right, Mario, so where can our viewers find more techie information?
Yeah, so all of this stuff, I talk about it, it's right there on our website at thunknews.com/summer apps.
Thanks, Mario, for joining us this morning and offering us some cool apps to help us save money, have fun, and help educate our kids.
You got it, Rosalie. Thanks for having me.
Now you have a new app to help you look for a new home or discover comparable home prices in your neighborhood. Florida housing market reported more new listings, increased median prices, and an uptick in inventory, according to the latest housing data released by Florida Realtors. What helps attract buyers to a home is its curb appeal, according to the National Association of Realtors. It's the first thing buyers notice about a home. So whether you want to sell your home or not, the curb appeal sets the tone and welcome your family and visitors. If you're considering renovating or just want to spruce up the outside of your home, color plays a major role in creating your curb appeal. Joining us this morning is color expert and media personality Kate Smith to demonstrate how to create curb appeal by transforming the home's exterior with a few simple steps. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning, Rosalie.
If a home is in great need of curb appeal, where should a homeowner start?
Well, many homeowners think it begins at the front door, but it's actually better to start at the top of your home with the roof and work down to windows, siding, door, and trim to create the most eye-pleasing palette. Because just like when you're creating a beautiful home interior, you want to have a coordinated color and design, the same's true for your exterior. And working top down gives you a method for creating that coordinated look. Now, no one element stands on its own on the exterior because it's really a marriage of color, design, and materials that gives you a cohesive look and creates that powerful curb appeal on the exterior. And I've chosen products that all coordinate and work together. So let me start at the roof. You want to make sure it looks great and is in good condition. That's the first thing. They can enhance the overall look of the entire home, making it a great investment. But also, because the roof is an element that doesn't get replaced often, the color of your roof is a perfect starting point for creating your coordinated exterior scheme. Next, windows. If your windows aren't in great condition, give them a facelift. Simonton makes great vinyl windows that are low maintenance, energy efficient, and best of all, come in a whole range of exterior colors. Once you've looked at the roof and the windows, turn a critical eye to the siding. Does it enhance your home? If not, it may be time to power wash or repaint to bring back its original beauty. Then it's time to think about that front door. Like this beautiful example from Therma-Tru really enhances your curb appeal. You can get a wood grain or a paintable surface like the one I've selected here. And don't be afraid to go bold or add color. Then think about architectural details. Elements like columns and trim and molding make an exterior special. Then think about architectural details. Elements like columns and trim and molding make an exterior special. You could add a pediment or a crosshead. These are in polyurethane. And all these great products are from FIPON, and they're the ones that began National Curb Appeal Month.
So how will a homeowner's exterior remodeling project offer a high return on their investment?
Well, the items that I've shown you are all great investments and all give you a high return, whether it's roof, windows, adding a door. These are all elements that can give a really high return on investment, 60 to 70% or more.
So what online tools are available to guide homeowners to achieve that curb appeal?
Now, there's a lot of things that you can do to add curb appeal. So I put together some free downloadable PDFs, including 2 ebooks on my website. That's sensationalcolor.com.
Thanks, Kate, for helping motivate our viewers to create a summer project using contrasting fun colors confidently to create curb appeal.
Thanks, Rosalie.
Since 2000, the Florida Department of Transportation provides road rangers who have assisted over 4.3 million motorists to improve safety for the motoring public and responders. So if you're getting the family ready for a summer road trip, like millions of Florida families, remember the first thing on your to-do list is to service your car to keep you and your family safe, so all have a fabulous vacation that holds years of memories. Here to ensure that your car is road safe and ready to beat that summer heat is NASCAR driver Joey Logano, who knows firsthand the importance of car maintenance. Good morning, Joey.
Hey, how are you today?
Reports say that over 40 million Americans will take to the road in their cars this summer to reach their vacation destination.
Well, that's definitely a lot of people going to be on the road a lot throughout the this holiday and throughout the rest of the summer months here. And Hertz got an awesome new program out called the Hertz Certified Clean and Safe program. And it's a 35-point checklist, which includes obviously checking your tires, your brakes, your hoses, the oil, making sure the car is safe, and then also making sure the car is clean with everything inside the car. And I think that's great because no one wants to be on vacation or traveling to a business meeting somewhere and before you know it, you're sitting on the side of the road. Nobody wants that, so Hertz is taking care of you that way, and I think it's a great program they're just starting up with.
If you're concerned about taking the family car to your vacation destination safely, consider renting a car, right?
Exactly. I mean, for me, it's easy. I'm a car guy, right? So I take care of my car like it's my baby. But it is a key thing in getting you around, and it definitely can be a huge hassle if you don't take care of that car. So if you don't feel comfortable with that, obviously Hertz has got those certified cars that will get you there.
Joey, as a race car driver, what tips can you share to avoid the risks of driving on hot summer pavement?
Oh, that's the biggest thing is tire heat. Heat blows out tires probably more than anything. And when you have a speeds up around 70 miles an hour and your road is probably 115, 120 degrees with the sun beating down on it, that's going to definitely cause some issues. So making sure everything's up to date. Making sure your tires have some tread on them still. They're still in working order. And I know how Florida is. You always get that summer thunderstorm, throughout the middle of the afternoon. And if you want to have some tread on for that, because I've seen it rain like crazy down there before. And then obviously, when it's that hot, your motor gets hot. And making sure your motor is maintained properly, making sure you got enough fluid in the radiator, making sure you have enough oil and your oil's changed regularly. Those are important parts because I know traffic gets down there in Florida too, and it usually happens from just the car sitting on the side of the road.
Thanks, Joey, for sharing all your safe road trip tips.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
According to a Harris survey, a record 66% of Americans will hit the air, roads, and rail to enjoy a leisure trip this summer. And with new technologies emerging constantly, travelers are now finding all the comforts and conveniences of home while on the road. Joining us this morning is lifestyle technology expert Carley Knowbloch with tips for staying stress-free this summer season while you travel. From what to pack to staying on the grid, she's got it covered. Good morning, Carley.
Good morning, Rose. How are you?
So, Carley, tell us, what are some of the hottest new trends this season our viewers should be aware of?
Well, I would say that when I look around on the airplanes these days, laptops are out and tablets are in. You can get all kinds of stuff done for work with full office suites that these tablets run now, and catch a movie too. Plus, it's much lighter in your carry-on, so that's always nice. The other thing that I'm seeing a lot of is that people are increasingly going online in the air. Services like GO GO in-flight are now upgrading all of their speeds, so things are up to 3 times faster, and they're on about 2,000 planes now domestically, and by the end of the year, they're going to be on about 100 planes internationally.
And air travelers should be courteous enough to keep their time communicating brief to avoid disturbing other travelers, right?
I think so. I was just on a plane the other day and somebody was listening to a movie and they didn't have headphones on, and I just was sort of stunned that they didn't realize that they were disturbing the other passengers. So I think people need to remember they're not in their living room. It's a public place and everyone's got to definitely be respectful and mindful.
With that understood, share with us some of the latest technology trends for those traveling by plane.
Well, I would say the first thing, I never book a flight, I never choose a seat on a flight without using a website or an app called Seat Guru. So when you're ready to choose your seat, you go to seatguru.com. It lets you know which seats are close to the bathrooms and which ones don't lean back. Isn't that the worst when you get on and you realize your seat doesn't go back? They also tell you where the outlets are, which is great, you know, because we're bringing more devices on the plane, and so I know I'm always looking to power something up. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, I think, is that there are even more ways to stay connected than just going online on the plane. You can actually now text from your phone, SMS messages, just like you would on the ground while you're up in the air with a service that GoGo provides called Text and Talk. So even, you know, checking your email and surfing the web, not enough. Now you can actually text with friends or with work while you're up in the skies. And there's also ways, too, to let people know exactly where you are in your flight. So you can send a little snapshot with an app called Glimpse that allows you to let people know where you are, and maybe they're coming to pick you up from the airport, so they can sort of keep tabs on when you're going to land with Glimpse.
So no more waiting to touch down to let your family and friends know that you're arriving soon.
Exactly, or you don't even have to do the math because the service does it for you. So it gives a very accurate picture of where you are in the skies and when your arrival time seems like it will be, and then everyone can track you from the ground.
And no lost passengers.
No.
All right, so where can our savvy travelers find more travel technology tips?
Yeah, find out more at concourse.gogoair.com.
Thanks, Carly, for all the great travel tips to help us stay stress-free while traveling this summer.
Thank you, Rose.
Today's families consist of 2 working parent families more than ever before. A new study shows employers are still struggling to address the ever-changing realities of working families, as working parents continue to struggle balancing family and success in the workplace. Employers recognize employees who are worried or distracted can negatively affect work productivity, retention, and engagement. Today's working parents look to their employers as the main source of the support so that they can be their best at work and at home. Joining us this morning is Dave Lissy, the CEO of Bright Horizons Family Solutions, to discuss this study and the realities of balancing work and family life. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Rosalie. Great to be with you this morning.
Dave, I admire your hard work and proactive commitment to helping working families. Tell us why this survey was created and some of the surprising findings.
Sure. We've been committed to this issue at Bright Horizons for 28 years. It really is our being, and we've been studying this issue and trying to help employers develop family-friendly work environments for years. And so this study is another in a series of research that we've done over the years to take a look at the attitudes of working families and how they view their employer with regard to their ability to have a healthy integration between work and life. The Modern Family Index, which is what it's called, had a number of interesting findings. I would tell you that having looked at this stuff for a long time, you know, it's eye-opening that still in 2014, on one side, despite all the progress that we've made, and despite the fact that leading employers really have gotten this right, that there's still so much anxiety that exists around having open and honest dialogue between employees and their supervisors and employees and their employers, particularly as it relates to, you know, family caregiving issues that might cause them to not be effective at work. And on the other side of it, what's exciting is the study also shows that when employers get this right, there are real business benefits to this in terms of a more engaged workforce, people who are willing to go the extra mile for their employer, and they're more loyal, more apt to turn down a higher paying job offer from a competitor. So they're real motivating factors here that hopefully continue to motivate others to step up.
And both men and women do bring different issues to the workplace. In my situation, my assistant had her first pregnancy, and she had terrible morning sickness, and we could calculate exactly what time she was going to get sick. And we worked around that schedule. Do most employers do this?
Well, I think what I would say to you is, assuming she's someone who does a great job for you and you want to engage and keep as part of your team, that your ability to show her that you are willing to be flexible and have a supportive environment for her only made her more engaged and more embedded and more dedicated to your success and the success of your show. And that same formula works in corporate America all over the place. We have great relationships with many employers around the country. For example, American Express, which has a big location in Plantation near you, where I see an example of a work site where not only are they combining with supportive practices like an on-site emergency backup care center for employees, but also a tone from the top that suggests that the dialogue that you just talked about, can happen. And I think employees don't expect, a free pass, and they don't expect perfection. They just expect an open dialogue, and where flexibility can be afforded, that they can have that kind of relationship with their supervisor.
It can also benefit the business if you have a valuable employee and you work and be a little flexible during a difficult time for them, right?
They do that, but they do that if they do that in a way where they're showing true compassion for the person that's going through that, and they recognize that this is a person who's going to make a difference for them in the long run, then it's just really building a long-term relationship. And I run a company where really it's about people. We have 25,000 people who work for us in 6 countries, and we don't make anything. We just deliver service. And if people aren't engaged, our customers aren't happy. And I think that formula is the same for most companies in today's service economy.
And that's how it can be a win-win on both sides.
Right.
Dave, as a working expert, you participated in the Summit on Working Families, hosted by the White House Department of Labor and the Center for American Progress. What issues were discussed and addressed, and how will those issues then benefit other working families as we go forward?
I had the good fortune, as you said, to spend a little under an hour with President Obama and 9 other CEOs in a relatively intimate discussion around these issues, and then participate in the day-long summit that was held with leaders from business and academia and also politics. And I think more than anything, what I was excited about was it shined a national spotlight on how important this issue is, where we looked at those employers who've gotten it right, and we looked at some of the gaps that still exist in our economy. And, more than anything, I hope that spotlight can continue to shine. I think one of the takeaways from the summit will be a working group of employers that we're going to participate in, whose goal it is will be to just share best practices. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Employers are, of all different types in all different industries. Employees have all, variety of different needs. But I do think one thing that can happen across the entire economy is that, a culture that fosters open dialogue around these issues can happen virtually everywhere. And there's just so many best practices that exist around that we hope to share with other employers.
So where can our viewers get more information on employer solutions?
Well, your viewers can go to our website at www.brighthorizons.com. They can click on the Employer Solutions section of that website, and from there they can download the study. They can also download best practices, including best practices of South Florida employers.
Thank you, Dave, for sharing the findings of this study and the struggles that employers as well as employees have in blending work and family life.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Approximately 29 million Americans have diabetes and are at risk for diabetic macular edema. That's DME, a leading cause of vision loss for people with diabetes. A recent study confirms early screening, detection, and intervention will help fight against severe vision loss that can result from diabetic eye conditions. Those living with diabetes should make it a priority to schedule a retina-dilated eye exam. Joining us this morning to create awareness of DME as a serious eye condition is Dr. Michael Cooney, ophthalmologist and retina specialist. Good morning, doctor.
My pleasure.
Doctor, what dangers can affect the vision of people with diabetes?
So Rosalie, make no mistake, diabetes that's left untreated and not taken care of can cause people to go completely blind. And unfortunately, I see that on a daily basis. So early detection, getting a dilated eye examination, being screened for some of these things so they can be intervened on at an earlier stage is critically important.
Can overexposure to a sun be harmful to a person's vision with diabetes?
Theoretically, it can. We certainly know that light effect on the retina, the concept of light oxidation, as it's scientifically termed, can be implicated in a lot of different eye conditions, one of them being particularly macular degeneration. But there's theoretically, it could probably also play a role in diabetes, although the evidence on that is really not certain.
Explain how DME affects a person's vision and what are some of the symptoms?
So diabetic macular edema, or DME, is the #1 reason why people with diabetes don't see well. And what it is really where the retina, which is the part of the eye that's like a film of a camera, the small blood vessels that bring circulation and oxygen to that area start to become leaky due to damage from diabetes. And what happens is the retina gets swollen, and that's what diabetic macular edema, or DME, refers to. The thing about it, Rosalie, is half the patients who have DME don't even know they have it because they have no symptoms. So really, again, getting back to the point of getting a dilated eye examination, being screened for DME, because you can have it and not even know you have it.
Share with our viewers the key findings from this recent study.
So not surprisingly, the recent study showed that patients who are earlier detection of diabetic macular edema, who are younger, who are then treated earlier, not surprisingly had a better vision outcome versus those people who had the condition for longer. It went undetected for longer and then had treatment at a later stage.
How do you advocate for people with diabetes to help them prevent vision loss?
So first and foremost is that they really need to link in with an ophthalmologist, retina specialist, to be screened at least annually for diabetic changes through a dilated eye examination. If certain things are found in the back of the eye related to diabetes, your eye care professional may recommend even more frequent follow-up than that, but you need to follow their guidance. People with diabetes really need to keep their blood sugar, blood pressure, weight loss, exercise, all of those things need to be well maintained, because we know from lots of evidence that slows down all of the eye findings as well as all of the other whole body effects that diabetes can cause.
All right, Doctor, where can our viewers learn more about knowing their IQ?
So there's a great website, diabetesEyecheck.org, which has a wealth of information on this and other eye-related topics.
Thank you, Dr. Cooney, for urging those living with diabetes to take the time to schedule an appointment with a retina specialist for a retina dilated eye exam.
Thank you, Rosalie.
Summer digital apps can teach children math or help you sell your home, not to mention help you give it curb appeal. To keep your vision healthy, take time for an eye exam before you take that summer vacation and hit the air, roads, or rail. And be sure that your car is also serviced and that it's road safe. To get assistance on Florida interstates, contact a road ranger at star 347 for Florida Highway Patrol. And carve out some quality family time this summer and share with us your success stories for blending work and family life at facebook.com/Rosalie Show or visit us at rosaliearchershow.com. And enjoy your time off with your family and friends this summer and be safe. We'll see you soon.